Khamzat Chimaev versus Gerald Meerschaert took place in the feature fight of UFC Fight Night Vegas 11, Covington versus Woodley, and what an amazing performance it was by Khamzat Chimaev. He went out there and did what he was supposed to do against Gerald Meerschaert. He went out there and dominated, start to finish, and by dominated, I mean he one-punch KO'd Gerald Meerschaert straight on the jaw in the first 20 seconds and got him out of there with no punches taken or kicks taken whatsoever. He just put on such a dominant performance. That was a one-punch KO out of nowhere. I said that Khamzat Chimaev was going to get the job done in this fight by standing one-punch KO. He got the job done by standing one-punch KO. I'm a genius, I understand that. I've been doing pretty good on this card for predictions, but still, Khamzat Chimaev went out there. He was supposed to do that to Gerald Meerschaert. He was supposed to make it look easy, but instead of just making it look easy and beating him up on the floor and maybe getting a submission, he went out there and got a one-punch highlight reel KO, which actually builds his name even more, because if he went out there and got a submission or just ground and pounded the guy, we already knew he could do that. Now he showed us he can get the one-punch KO on the feet. I'm glad that he did it, and I'm looking forward to what he can do next. I guess they're going to do him versus Demian Maia now. If I was Demian Maia, I'd maybe look for the winner of Diego Sanchez versus Jake Matthews instead. I'm sure Demian Maia, looking at that fight, is probably regretting his decision to sign up to fight Khamzat Chimaev, because before that fight, I'm assuming Maia thought, this guy takes people down and tries to ground and pound them. If he takes me down, I'll submit him easily because my name is Demian Maia. But when Chimaev goes out there and KOs someone on the feet in the first round with dangerous power, I think Maia's going to be reconsidering some things, but I do want to see that fight happen. I think it would be a great addition to the main card of UFC 254, Khabib versus Gaethje next month. Let's make it happen. Chimaev took no damage. Let's make it. Chimaev versus Maia on the main card of Khabib versus Gaethje. That main card would be so good if that was just the pièce de résistance, the little icing on the cake of that card would be Khamzat versus Maia on the main card, and I can't wait for what's going to happen next for Khamzat Chimaev. But one thing I do want to talk about here, although I'm giving Khamzat Chimaev a bit of credit, this was fucking supposed to happen, okay? And a lot of people said rigged, okay? And I don't think this fight was rigged. This fight was not rigged. But Khamzat's career is kind of being rigged for him. Not in a way where they're paying Meerschaert to take a dive. They didn't. He got caught on the chin. He got KO'd stiff. That's what happened. But you know why he got caught on the chin and KO'd stiff? Because he got KO'd 2 months ago and he shouldn't have been allowed in the cage. You should have a minimum 3-month suspension. I would argue 6-month suspension. If you get TKO'd or KO'd, you should have to wait 6 months before getting back in the cage. Meerschaert got KO'd 2 months ago. Why is he in there taking punishment again? You just got KO'd. And now you're going out there against Khamzat Chimaev 2 months later. This was supposed to happen. Meerschaert should have never taken this fight, but the UFC knew exactly what they were doing. And to be honest with you, I kind of don't like the UFC for it. That's dangerous for a person's health. You shouldn't let someone go out there and damage themselves even more. There should be a clause put in place. A clause put in place, sorry. There should be a clause put in place that says if you get KO'd, then you have to wait 6 months. If you get TKO'd, you have to wait a minimum of 3 months. Because he shouldn't have been back in there, and that's what you get, dude. And that's why I picked Khamzat to win by first round KO on the feet. That's why I picked him to win by first round KO on the feet, because you shouldn't be in there that quickly after getting KO'd in the first round by Ian Heinisch. But that's what they did for Khamzat. Nice little layup, make himself look really good, and he did look really good. I mean, even though it was still a guy coming off a KO in Gerald Meerschaert, Meerschaert's a tricky veteran, he can make some problems for Khamzat, and Khamzat just went out there and KO'd him in the first round. Meerschaert obviously looking for the takedown to come, because Khamzat said he was going to take Meerschaert down and tap him out and choke him. So Meerschaert's looking for the takedown. Khamzat throws a little feint, looks to change his level, straight through with a right hand, straight on the jaw of Meerschaert, sinks him to the canvas. It was an amazing KO. What can I say? Amazing, and it's only going to build his hype even more, but he was supposed to do that, guys. Okay, this was not a whoa! This was, see? Great KO in the first round. Phenomenal. Meerschaert got KO'd 2 months ago. Then he shouldn't be allowed in the cage. He shouldn't have been allowed in there. That was going to happen regardless. But good fight. And I thought the odds were pretty crazy. But apparently they were correct. Khamzat Chimaev is the real deal. I don't think he's earned a shot with Maia. My opinion on the whole situation is that this is absolutely ridiculous how he's been given such an easy ride. He takes on... I'm gonna get so many fucking dislikes. I can't fucking wait. Dislike this video, you stupid bitch. Anyway, I can't wait for the dislikes. My opinion is... he got fucking gifted John Phillips, okay? Won that fight. Then he got gifted a lightweight from Cage Warriors. And Dana White said he was the best prospect out of the UK. Reece McKee lost to Terry Brazier. Brazier lost to fucking Soren Bak. Bak is the best guy in the lightweight. And that's lightweight. Chimaev's fighting at middleweight. He is a middleweight. He was bigger than Meerschaert. And Meerschaert was thinking about a move to light heavyweight to take on Ed Herman last month. Okay? That's a lightweight from Cage Warriors. Ross Houston, undefeated welterweight Cage Warriors champion not too long ago, now signed to fight Michael Venom Page at Bellator. I know Dana White doesn't want to admit that Bellator's picking up a lot of good talent, but still. You know, he's been given some good matchups. Then you get Meerschaert, who shouldn't have been allowed in the cage. You get a big KO. Great, Khamzat. Now he's going to get Maia. Old man fucking Maia. He's got such a blessed life. He's got such a blessed run to get to the title. Maia's such a good fight for him right now. Older guy, has no idea what he's doing on the feet despite decades in the game of fighting. No idea what he's doing on the feet. He's just going to shoot for takedowns. And Khamzat's a huge, strong guy. The biggest guy Maia will have ever fought in his career, I would assume. Actually, Maia's fought guys like Anderson Silva, so maybe not the biggest guy, but actually still... yeah, Chimaev might actually be bigger than Silva, because Silva's pretty skinny, and Chimaev's still a big, bulky guy, kind of. So, similar size, but still, it's going to be the biggest guy that Maia has fought in a long time, since he's been in the welterweight division. Khamzat's going to cut down to welterweight. He's just taken no damage, brushed off even more cobwebs, got even better, brought himself more time to improve as a younger man. Now he's taking on Maia. Is it another layup? Yes, I would probably pick him to KO Maia in the first round on the feet, because Maia has not got the same strength, or Maia's not the same Maia. He already knows he wants to retire, and that rhymed, and I'm glad that it rhymed. That was a happy coincidence. It's not the same Maia. He's going to get KO'd by Khamzat Chimaev. I would do this. If I was the matchmakers right now in the UFC, I would do Khamzat Chimaev versus Kevin Holland. I would do Khamzat Chimaev versus Brendan Allen. But Brendan Allen has an opponent coming up soon, so Khamzat Chimaev versus Kevin Holland would be amazing. Brendan Allen called out Khamzat Chimaev. That's the only reason I said Brendan Allen's name, because everyone was calling out... no one was calling out Khamzat Chimaev. Brendan Allen calls him out, says, let's fucking fight, let's do this, I'm going to steal the hype. And then, what do you know, Meerschaert's ready. After 2 months ago getting KO'd in the first round, he's ready. What do you know, Meerschaert's here. It was weird, but still, I like it. I just don't want to see him fight Maia next. I don't think beating Meerschaert at middleweight, who's outside the top 25 right now, garners you and rewards you with a top 10 Damian Maia at welterweight. Especially when you haven't beat a guy with a win in the welterweight division of the UFC. I just am not a big fan of that. But he's going to get it. And the fight's already booked, apparently, because they double booked. So cool. I'm down. I mean, if they're going to do it, they're going to do it. So I've got to be happy with it. But I would do things differently. I would build them up slowly. I don't like preferential treatment. I mean, even McGregor didn't have to go through... even McGregor had to go through some tough fights to get his way, you know? But they're just going to hand Chimaev... They're just going to give him Maia, which is cool. I would like to see him versus an Alex Oliveira, a Bilal Muhammad. I think that'd be a great match. Khamzat Chimaev versus Bilal Muhammad. Good. That'd be amazing. Khamzat Chimaev versus the Muslim Salikov Claudio Silva winner. There's good matchups. What if Silva pulls out of the Salikov fight? Muslim Salikov versus Khamzat Chimaev at 170. Sean Brady versus Khamzat Chimaev at 170. There's great matchups. Kevin Holland, as I just said before. Donald Cerrone or Nico Price. Either one of them right now could get the Chimaev fight if they aren't going to rematch each other. Great performance from Chimaev. He went out there. He did what he was supposed to do. He got the first round KO with a vicious right hand. Added to the highlight reel. I'm glad. I'm glad that Khamzat won. A lot of people that wouldn't want him to win because they don't like it when guys get their career kind of handed to them. and get every preferential fight that they want and get everything set up. This guy off a KO lost. This guy from Cage Warriors, from a weight division below, 2 weight division below you, lost a bunch of fights at Cage Warriors. This guy, John Phillips, 1-4 in his last 5 in the UFC, barely clinging onto his contract whatsoever, been dominated by pretty much everyone in the division at this point. Here you go, Khamzat Chimaev. A lot of people don't like that. But we need hype, and I need views. So I'm on the Khamzat Chimaev team. I think he'll beat Maia. I reckon he'll probably catch him in the first round. He's a big, strong guy. Huge for the welterweight. Huge for middleweight. So somehow he's going to make welterweight again. Weird. I don't know how they do it, but they managed to do it. They seem to cut a lot of weight, but good job. I'm looking forward to it. I hope he keeps winning because he's something interesting to talk about. We still don't know too much. We know now that he has some vicious KO power, but we kind of knew that before because if you watch Khamzat's fights outside the UFC, he KO'd a lot of guys on the feet. Like he KO'd Aliskerov, who was 8-0 at the time, undefeated, KO'd him with an uppercut in the first round. He's got KO power, but now we've seen it applied in the UFC. We still don't know what happens if you stuff a takedown, if you take him to the end of the first round, if you take him into the second round, and these are going to be fun things to find out. But we'll see if Maia can let us find out those things, because I think Maia's just going to get clipped on the chin because he's had some KO losses recently. He's on the slide. He hasn't fought in ages. He's an old man. He has to take you down or he loses. And Khamzat's... whatever. Good job, Khamzat. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Click that button there. Great performance. See you later.